the largest of which being the Michigan Stadium, which can hold over 100,000 fans.
Mate, are you kidding me? 100,000 fans? What's up, team? My name is Tom, and today I'm gonna react to 11 common things that don't exist outside USA. I'm from Latvia, Europe, and for me it's gonna be super interesting to check it out. So let's dive in.
Chocolate chip cookies, dental floss, traffic lights, all great American inventions. These things originated in America but are now all over the world. But
That's
if
true.
you think that everything American is in every other country, then you'd be wrong. There are some things that you just don't see outside of the USA.
For
I'm
example?
Charlie, and today we're going to look at 11 common things that don't exist outside the USA. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming up first, we have medical and lawyer ads. If you're not from the USA but have gone to visit, I'm sure you switched on the TV and heard this phrase. Ask your doctor if this product is right for you. And then, most likely, a big list of scary warnings and side effects. This is something that only happens in America, and it's advertising for medical products.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in Latvia, these kind of advertisements, that's true.
Outside the USA, it's weird to see commercials for medical-related things. Most people would just go to their doctor and get what their doctor suggests.
Yeah.
But in the USA, it's common to see medical things advertised as if they were any other product. But medical ads aren't the only odd advertising you'll see in the USA. Another thing you'll often see is adverts for lawyers. I'm not talking about Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad. Believe it or not, that's not just in TV shows. In the USA, lawyers really do advertise on TV. Did you know that 60% of the world's lawyers reside in the USA? And the USA is said to be the most litigious country in the world. This means the most lawsuits come from inside the USA.
Of course, I think because there's a lot of money involved overall inside the USA, and like lawyers can save you, but in the same time, it costs a lot of money.
Next up is spray cheese. When you think of cheese, you probably think France. Luxurious French cheese is a staple of fine dining around the world. But the USA has a different kind of dairy-based delicacy. That is spray cheese. Cheese is eaten a lot in the USA. In fact, the USA is the world's largest...
I mean, why would ever somebody would like to have, or how to use it even? Guys, if you know how to use it, a spray cheese, please write it down below in the comments section. I'm really curious.
Consumer of cheese. But America also loves convenience, and that's why cheese can be bought in a can in the USA. Now, spray cheese is actually only 51% cheese. By law, to call a product what it is, it must be at least half that product. So that's why it's only 51% cheese, not a percentage high.
For sure, this is because the cosmonauts, right? Because of the space and because people go into space and they are paying the dues to them, you know what I mean? The respect by putting in the shop the cheese in the tube.
49% is flavorings, protein, and ingredients. Spray cheese has been big in the USA since the 1960s. And it's even sold in various flavors. For example, cheddar, bacon, and even American flavor. I wonder what that is. Next up is garbage disposals. I'm sure you've seen in movies and TV shows how Americans throw their food scraps into the sink. You may think, what happens to them? Do they just sit there? Well, no, they go into what's called a garbage disposal. These things actually only exist in the USA. In other countries, food scraps would be put in the kitchen bin. But why is it that only in America do they use garbage disposals? Well,
why?
The reason why is because in many other countries it's banned. This is because it's not very environmentally friendly.
Okay.
That's because all of the food is mixed in with the general water waste.
I thought that the garbage that gets like smashed in this big thing, I thought it just stores there and then you can clean it. But yeah, of course, then if in this case it's very not healthy for the environment and overall. I agree, and I'm happy that we don't have, because here in my country, in Latvia, we care about the nature a lot, and if you come visit us, you will see how beautiful nature is over here. There's a lot of woods a lot of green zones, and yeah, so we care a lot.
And at some point must be filtered out, so it wastes a lot of energy, but it is convenient. Next up is college sports. Every country loves sports, whether it's cricket in India, football in Spain, or baseball in the USA. But only in the USA are they obsessed with college sports. Every country loves professional sport leagues, and the USA is no exception. But one thing that's different about the USA is that they love college sports as much as regular professional sports. No other country gets behind colleges as much as the USA does.
This always amazed me. I didn't understand how it's possible when, let's say, wrestlers from university, they have this all-American like tournament or big tournaments, you know, so much people gather up to watch them, or let's say American football, the same thing. And in the same time, I think it's so good that in university they have like these sports, because for example, a lot of players that play in NHL, they come from universities, right? Same, I'm not sure, but I guess so in NFL and NBA, you know. So basically, you go to university, you either can have a sports career or you can have a regular career. And this is fantastic, man. This is just like genius. I love it.
If you ask people in other countries if they can name a college team of any other sport, chances are they can't. In other countries, college sports are not broadcast on TV.
That's true.
And they also don't make any money at all, as
nobody
opposed
cares
to the millions
here.
made in US college sports. In the USA, college football brings in thousands of spectators to fill up stadiums. But in other countries, college football games are lucky if they even get the friends and family of the people involved.
Yes.
Also, the biggest stadiums in the USA are pretty much all college football stadiums.
Wow,
The top 15 biggest stadiums in the USA,
I didn't know
15
that.
are college football stadiums. The largest of which being the Michigan Stadium, which can hold over 100,000 fans.
Mate, are you kidding me? 100,000 fans? Like here in Europe, I think that the Wembley can fit in like what, 80, 90,000? Wembley is the main stadium of England, right? I'm not sure about the Real Madrid soccer team's stadium, Santiago Bernabeu. It probably can fit like around 100,000, and imagine just like a college stadium can fit in like 80,000. Man, this is next level. Americans like everything big. That's absolutely true.
Next up is white teeth. Have you ever wondered why all Americans seem to have great white teeth? It seems for some reason people in the USA are obsessed with getting the perfect teeth. And by perfect, I mean white and straight. Americans actually spend more money than any other country to make sure their teeth are white and straight. But despite all the money that's spent on getting white and straight teeth, that does not necessarily mean they're more healthy. For example, the British are often mocked for their bad teeth.
British have disgusting teeth. All due respect to Brits, but I have seen some terrible teeth. People that I communicated when I lived in Britain. So yeah.
But according to a Harvard University study, British teeth are actually more healthy than American teeth. Trust me, not all Brits look like Austin Powers. One reason why this may be is because in the UK, under 18s can get braces for free. However, in America, they're very expensive, and there's a good reason for that. According to a study by New York Mag, in the USA, good teeth can be the difference between getting a second date and not. Apparently, 38% of Americans will turn someone down for a second date if they have bad teeth.
Wow.
And 60% of Americans say they perceive someone as smarter if they have straight white teeth.
Well, it creates a good impression when you see a person with nice teeth. It creates the impression that the person is like taking care of them, and an overall good first impression is very important, you know. It means that maybe he's taking care of himself, so it's worth to deal with this person. But when you see a person without the teeth, it's it's hard to trust this person, first of all. I mean, the guy is not even serious about the teeth. How can he be serious about anything in life, you know?
Next up is Black Friday.
Oh my gosh.
If you're not from the USA, you may not understand why everyone goes so crazy on this day every single year. Black Friday is the name given to the day after Thanksgiving, which is another American holiday. The term Black Friday came about because of the amount of accidents and sometimes even violence shoppers create.
Terrible violence. People just lose their mind over a TV that is like 50% on sale, or I don't know. This is pure, how to say, I forgot the word. Basically, people are controlled by the devices, by the, by the computers and other stuff. They're ready to kill each other just to get it, for half price. For me, this is wild when I see it. Yeah, I don't know what about you guys. What are understand the reasoning. The reasoning is because they have a small amount of money, right? Or they are just poor mentality and they want to get more anyways.
People go crazy for all the deals in the stores, and sometimes there are riots just to get into a shop. Black Friday has expanded to other countries, for example the UK, but videos of Black Friday in other countries have gone viral for different reasons. That's because no one really cares about Black Friday in other countries, and shops often only get 1 or 2 extra visitors than on a normal day. Billions of dollars are spent in the USA every time Black Friday rolls around, but it seems the rest of the world just isn't into it. Next up is solo cups. If you're American, this may come as a surprise, but red solo cups are seen as a very American thing. In movies and TV shows, everyone drinks out of them at parties, and many tourists actually bring back a red solo cup to their own countries when going to America. That's because it's seen as a piece of American iconography, although many Americans don't realize this. In other countries, people simply drink from beer bottles or glasses, but in the USA, they use red plastic solo cups.
Also, here in Latvia, if we use those red solo cups, we use them only for beer pong. I have seen them only in playing beer pong, but I might be wrong, but I think beer pong comes from America also, so, anyways, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Very important.
Next up is free refills. When I was dining in the USA once, a waiter came up to me and said, "Would you like me to refill your drink?" I said no because the drink was kind of expensive, and they looked at me like I was crazy. That's because it is typical in any American restaurant to have a free refill. In other countries, you'd need to pay if you wanted extra drink, but not in the USA. In other countries, if you pay for one drink, that's what you get. And many Europeans say that...
You know what? I have seen this in UK also, a free refill in Subway. Subway, yeah. And I love it. I really enjoy it a lot. Unfortunately, I have not been in a place here in Latvia where they have free refills, so hopefully in future there's gonna be such a place. Fingers crossed.
Very weird when they go to the USA and their glass gets refilled, even if they don't ask. But personally, I love it. I'm never gonna turn down a free drink. And finally on the list, we have flags. Every country has their flag, but no one shows off their flag more than the USA. If you drive around the USA, it's common to see people flying the American flag on their homes. Also, many buildings, schools, and businesses will have an American flag. This is something you don't see in any other country. According to research, over 150 million American flags are sold every year, and it's not exactly known why people in the USA love to show their flag off so much.
Also, I agree with this statement, and I watched a Polish girl coming to US and her first impressions about the Texas. You can check it out over here. And in her video, I saw like a lot of US flags. Literally, US flag was all over the place, even where she went to a motel and the guy, he was wearing a t-shirt with the US flag. And I don't know how after that people can, like in America, say that they have a very bad how to say that they don't love their country, man. US flag is everywhere, man.
Worldwide, the USA flag is the second most famous flag after the Union Jack, but no other country waves their flag as much as they do in the USA.